Hey, what's up, guys? So I was scrolling around on the interweb looking for some deals, and I came across this garage estate sale that was by appointment only. And it was very interesting because the pictures were basically all storage cabinets completely full, and then racks of tools and miscellaneous things. So I made an appointment and I went. I spent a couple hours there just searching. Unfortunately, I only had my little car, so I grabbed what I could and put it in that. So let me show you what I got. I will tell you what I paid for everything at the end, and then you guys let me know if I paid too much, if I paid too little, or maybe I shouldn't have grabbed something that I did. So let's get to that right now. So everything that you see on this cardboard, even that globish thing, is what I got at the garage sale. There's one or two items behind me I'll show you as well. Show you those. So let's take a quick look at everything. I'll kind of tell you what it is or what I know it is, and then we'll get to pricing. So first up, we got a Starrett little pocket caliper. It is a number 425, I believe. I can't really see. It's a 425, 426. I think it's 425. It has seen better days, but it is a Starrett, and I didn't want to leave it there, and it was cheap enough that it didn't hurt me to grab it. Next up, we got a Starrett square, right angle square. It is a number 20. It's a number 20. I got it because I love the thicker bases. You know, they just sit up pretty well. And it's in better condition than the two others that I own. Next up, we got some measuring calipers. These ones, I do not see a name brand on them at all. I'll have to look when I clean them up, but these ones here do have a name. I can't really read it right now. I guess we'll have to find that out later when I clean it up, but names are right here, but we'll look at those another time. Right here, I have got a set of Starrett trammel points for doing circles. It's a number 50 Apple. They still have their little protective covers on them. And there is some engraving on it. It says US 1095. It says it on both of them, so I'm assuming that's for a match set, you know, for whatever government facility, agency, or wherever it is that these were put in use at. So tips are nice and sharp. They all look good. So I don't have a pair of those, so those will be interesting to play with. Next up, we have a Starrett RPM gauge. I actually have seen these. I've never owned one, and I actually watched a video on how to use this. It's pretty cool. Basically, you take the tip of this, you put it in whatever moves, and this dial goes around in a circle. There is these little nodules or nodes or whatever that stick up, and one full revolution is about 100 RPMs, and then there's other numbers for below 100, and then you just do the math and count and stuff. But anyways, so I got this because this went with the reason why I went to the garage sale in the first place. I'll show you that in 1 second. Next, we have a little Globe Los Angeles vise. I love these little vices for drill presses or whatever it is. It needs to be lubed up, cleaned up. like everything does. But it's a number 557 is what it says. But anyways, I like it because it said Los Angeles on it, and that's kind of where I'm from. So it was just kind of cool. The reason I went to this garage sale was I saw this. It is a Craftsman little 6-inch mini lathe. This was on one of the pictures for the estate garage sale ad, and this is why basically I decided to go. It has seen a little bit of better days. It is not broken. It does not appear. The gears are all there. The teeth don't look to be broken. They are a little sticky. They do need to be cleaned up. We have our little threading chart here. I do not have any extra gears with it. I did find some things that people are selling on eBay, 3D printed gears and things of that nature. So this will be a fun little project to have a little American mini lathe. I have another mini lathe. It's a 7x14, but it is a Grizzly, so it is not an American one. It does work well for what it is. So I thought this would be a great little project. And I love old American tools by what you will see. It's just great stuff. They don't make it like that anymore. So anyways, the lathe doesn't look broken. Everything looks to be okay. It needs to be cleaned up, and that will be fun. It came with this, what looks like to be a swamp cooler motor. It is pretty much locked up, so that may be the reason why they put this lathe out of service, besides the gentleman was old. It is supposed to have a pulley mechanism set up. It does not have one. They do sell them online. People are asking like $200 for them, which is not going to happen. I'll probably end up making something, if anything. And but anyway, so we'll see this in another video. I'll do a little project on cleaning this up and making it usable. Next up, I was looking for a old school thermometer for the shop. I haven't found one yet that I like or I can afford. I like the old metal, thermometers, gas and oil type stuff, but I found this. This looks like a brewery style thermometer. It has a long probe. It screws into a vat or whatever it is, and it has a pretty large dial face. I mean, here's my hand, here's the dial. So it's a grabber. So I have compared it to some other thermometers I have, and it's pretty much right on, if not a degree or so, depending on the other thermometers. But anyway, so I've got a good working one. That would be great to make something for these threads and hang it up in the shop, or use it to check air conditioning in the car. I don't know. But anyway, so I grabbed that. Next up is old Central tools, are made in USA. I have micrometers, so anyways, that gave it away, but it is a micrometer set. Has different lengths and stuff like that, so this is more of an adjustable one to for multiple sizes. Instead of buying like a 2 to 3, 3 to 4, whatever, it looks like this one has multiple. I am not a connoisseur or a micrometer expert, so I'm sure there's ways to say this that I don't know how, but anyways, it's missing the tag that tells you basically the measurement sizes and whatever. But anyways, I had to grab it. It was basically cheap enough when I put it into the pile, so I couldn't let it just sit there and die. Next up, everybody needs a good compass, because if we get lost, I don't know. So anyways, I found this old school compass. It is a old military compass. It says Corps of Engineers, U.S. Army, manufactured by Superior something Corp, New York, USA. It has seen better days. it does work. I am tilting this on the side, but anyways, it needs to be cleaned up. I thought that was cool, so I grabbed that. Next up, if there's anybody that watches this that's a machinist or something and has a better idea of what this is for, it is a homemade wooden box, and basically the gentleman has put a nice flat piece of steel in here. All it is basically a nice piece of steel ingot, block, bar, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if he uses this as like a surface plate, or if he uses this for tapping on things, or whatever it is. I mean, I guess it's technically a universal tool, like a small anvil. So maybe that was his primary purpose for it. But if someone knows of a real reason why people do it like this, you know, let me know. But anyways, I'll use it as like a mini anvil, surface plate, or whatever you need something small and flat for. So I grabbed that. There's no markings, no nothing on it. It's just a homemade wood box. So next up, we got a depth gauge. This is from PEC Tools, PEC Tools. This one goes in 30 seconds. It looks to be 30 seconds, 56. So it's got a lot of different increments on it. I am not a heavy duty machinist, so I can't sit here and tell you, you know, all the stuff about these. I just know it's a depth measuring tool, and it will come in handy besides my regular dial calipers that I have. It's really clean, it looks really good, so I grabbed that as well. Next up, these were actually something I was really excited about. I grabbed as many as I could find, and basically what I got is old school drill indexes, drill bit holders, basically old school ones, you know, just sorry about the angle, but anyways, this is from the Moore Twist Drill and Machine Company. This is a number set. Unfortunately, one of the rows has a little bit of a broken piece, but that is awesome. Also, I grabbed this one. This is also a number. Yeah, this one's a number drill bit index holder. Super cool, super awesome. Little cast metal. I've seen these online. I love old stuff, and it just looks awesome, so I had to grab that. Also, this one here, it's in a diamond shape. This one is, man, this one looks like numbers also. This guy used a lot of number drill bits. But anyway, so here's a numbered one. I can't read it. It's really dirty. This is actually all rat nastiness, because unfortunately the rats got to everything. But you know, hollow, nice, cool. I was looking online at these. I found these, but I didn't find one that's like a diamond like this. It had a little bit of a different diamond shape. That was on eBay, so I didn't do like Google search and stuff. But anyway, so I grabbed those, and then the last one is this one. And this one is a letter. So we got a letter drill index. There you go. Comes in a nice little case. That's from General Hardware Manufacturer Company. And it's got a little kickstand. So that was cool. Next up, unfortunately, someone beat me there and took all the vices except this little one here and this one here. This is a reed vise. The reason they left this poor little guy there is because the handle was bent, he told me, and the back of the tail is broken. Not a big deal for me because I never open these vices up that far, so that is not going to affect me at all. It is a reed. It doesn't have a number. It's just a reed. Manufacturing Company, Erie, Pennsylvania. No, it's got a number. I just can't I can't make it out that well when I clean it up. It does need some vice jaws, but it was cheap enough that I was not going to leave it behind. Next up, I saw a pile. Well, there was not a pile because I took what was there. These 3 hydraulic jack, I don't know exactly what you call them, but basically they're hydraulic jacks. This one here, a couple inches. I don't know the tonnage on it, but I know they do support a pretty good amount of tons. And then this massive one, I think this is like an 8-incher. It's a real shallow one. She's real shallow, but really good for putting under maybe machinery or something like that if you want to lift it up. So I grabbed that, and then this little hand pump one. Got, little hand pump. That one was cool, so I grabbed that as well. The tags are on it. I can't read them too much. I will save reading those for when I clean it up. It'll be fun for me to kind of read that and figure that stuff out. Next up, we got a old Stanley combination square. I love these old vintage ones because they have this nice design. They're good metal, and they just work really well. You can never have too many, especially when you weld, fabricate, and do stuff like that. It's always nice to have one everywhere in the shop. Next up, I grabbed this this chuck. It was next to the Craftsman lathe. There was another lathe that the gentleman had. It was larger, but it was not what I was looking for if I was going to grab something that was larger. It didn't have a quick change gearbox, anything like that, and it was basically built into a workbench. So it was going to take a lot of work to get it out. I do plan on going back, so who knows. But anyways, so I grabbed this. I don't know if it fits in that Craftsman, but I have seen ones that look like this on eBay that are in that Craftsman, so it may fit. It's pretty rusty. It has seen better days, but I don't expect the highest precision out of that Craftsman. So anyways, I grabbed it because basically he threw it in with that lathe. So I got that. I got a really rusty V-block. That's good because I have a set of really nice V-blocks, and I don't want to use those for just like, weird fabrications where I may damage them. So, I grabbed that one, and then I got a homemade V-block that looks like they just took 2 pieces of angle iron and welded them together. So grab that as well. And then I got some Firearm stuff, some old vintage mags. This one has already been spoken for by my friend. That's an M14 mag. It's a 308 caliber. I have no clue what that is for. Some type of old military rifle. I don't know what this is for. It looks familiar, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a 380 caliber 9mm. And then old school, I think these were called clips back in the day because these are mags. This is a clip. I don't know. Anyways, so I grabbed that because my friend really likes stuff like this. And then some hollow one that is probably junk now. But anyways, I like vintage stuff. And vintage firearm stuff is always cool too. Especially that I like to dabble in shooting and stuff like that. Safely, of course. I'm not a crazy lunatic. And then I've got these other things. So he had on the counter, he had this old Variarc voltage regulator, controller, whatever you call it. I think it's a 10 ampere. It looks like it's a 30 ampere, but anyways, this thing is covered in nasty ratness. So I didn't really mess with it yet. I need to try and clean it before I really mess with it because it's just disgusting. But I grabbed it. I have another one that is in good working condition, but like I said, for the price, I wasn't going to let it sit there. I was looking for an old clock for the shop. I really want an old gas and oil vintage one, or maybe a Pepsi one or something like that, because I like Pepsi. he gave me this. Well, I shouldn't be telling you all that, but anyways, so he gave me this thing. It's nasty as hell. It's all rat covered. It's an old explosion proof type. You can read it through the really yellowed plastic. So maybe I'll clean that up, see if it's worth fixing, see if it's worth cleaning, and put that into use. Just because it says it's explosion proof, I think that's kind of cool. Up on the shelf, he had this Christie battery tester. The only reason why I saw it and grabbed it was because it had the old 76 logo on it. So I thought that was kind of cool. Gas and oil, It is also a little bit of rat covered. It's there, nasty. So it's got the clamps with it and everything. So I thought that's cool. I'm an automotive guy, so I thought that could be fun and useful if I can get it to work. Just cool. I use glasses, as you guys can tell, so I love my magnification and I love stuff like that. So I saw this desktop magnifying glass. It is a NEY Magnilite. It's serial number 960, so they didn't make very many of them. And it's got like an old fluorescent little bulb on the bottom. So, so I grabbed that. That's pretty awesome. Metal, glass, good quality. Sorry, lost you guys. The GoPro overheated. If you have a choice to buy one, so next thing, let me show you that. So I was looking around and I saw this. It looks like a gas globe for like an old gas, pump. I do not believe it is one. Maybe it was for a clock or, something, but it looked like an old gas globe. I would love to have something like that. So what not better than to maybe make one and just mess around. So I picked that up. And then the last thing I got was these. So, old license plates. Now, this one's 1938. Was at 29. Old permanent trailer plate. Isn't that pretty cool? 1940. That looks like it says 24. 26. 1934. 1951. There's that trailer also. And a 1932. I thought those would be great, maybe to hang up on the shop somewhere or do something with them when I get this whole place put together. So that's everything I got for that trip. So pricing, that's what I'm sure you want to know. Like I said, this was a bundle deal. I just grabbed a bunch of things, said how much for this bundle, and he gave me a price. Maybe I talked him down a little bit, whatever, because I love to haggle and stuff like that. Even if the price is already cheap, I love to haggle. So let's get into pricing right now. The license plate, all the license plates, they were on an old wooden door. I removed them, not a big deal. I paid $10 for all of those. The main item I got was this lathe. That was, where the price kind of started. So for the lathe, for the motor, I got that little chuck for free. It was thrown in. And the globe. So the globe, the motor, the lathe, that chuck, I paid $100 for those items. And the hydraulic jacks or whatever, those three, I paid $10 for all of those. This vise I paid $10. He gave me the firearm stuff for free. Basically, he threw it in. Same with the compass, because I was looking at him. He knew I really liked him, and it was a young kid. It's a big story, but I guess this family took care of this older gentleman. The gentleman was on his deathbed. They took care of him. They got him food. They did a bunch of stuff, and the gentleman just left them the house and everything. So the dad, I guess, left the kid in order to sell all this stuff and do whatever he wants. So very nice kid. He is very he was really cool. I really appreciate his humbleness, and just I explained things to him on why, you know, I was paying what I was paying, you know, the rat stuff and, you know, things like that. And, you know, he knew he was giving me good deals and we were on the same page. So anyways, this vise, I think I paid $5 for this. The Variarc, that and that was $10. That was $5. That was, I believe, $5. I'm not doing the math in my head, but the total price for all this, the plates and all of this, I gave him $180. So was that a win? I think so. I'm pretty sure it was. It's going to take quite a bit of cleaning for a lot of these items, though. So, you know, some people might think, you know, maybe I ripped them off or whatever. But, you know, a lot of these things need full cleaning, full gone through. Rat stuff you need to clean off, and just disgusting. And, you know, but whatever. So that's what I paid. I had a great time. The kid was very nice. He felt good about the deal. I explained, you know, why I said what I said, and it was all good. I hope to go back. I'm supposed to go back. So I'm scheduling that with him. He had a bunch of little cabinets that I want with little drawers, and I just want to look for more Starrett stuff and things like that. So if you guys like stuff like this, like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos I have. They're not garage sale videos, but I'm just getting started. So support the channel. Give me a thumbs up, all that good stuff. I will catch you guys on the next one. And I'll start to clean some of these things up. I'll do some videos of that. Nothing major. But anyways, so we'll do all that. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye.